The second component of financial performance that we will discuss is claims, expense, and investment experience. This experience will have an impact on the profitability and ultimately the solvency of the insurer if experience is different to that expected in the pricing of the products. Greater than expected claims and expense experience will lead to losses for the insurer, and higher than expected investment returns will lead to profits. For non-life business, the claims ratio, expense ratio, and profitability ratios are useful in assessing the experience of the insurer. High claims and expenses relative to premiums may lead to losses in the business, and the business being unprofitable. For life business, the profitability can be assessed through the analysis of sources of surplus. This analysis gives an indication of whether the insurer is making profits or losses due to the actual experience being different from that expected. For example, the insurer could make losses on term life business if the actual mortality experience for this business is higher than that allowed for in the pricing. The information for the analysis of surplus should be available in the evaluator's report. High claims or mortality experience may be due to adverse selection or claims fraud, and high expense experience may be due to poor expense controls. These risks need to be controlled by the insurer. Return on equity gives an indication of whether the profitability of the business is reasonable compared to the capital that is invested in the business. This could be compared to the returns that are required by shareholders or to the returns on equity for other insurers in the market. Warning indicators that would raise concerns around the financial experience of the insurer include the following: persistent loss-making business resulting in a deterioration in the financial position of the insurer, adverse claims or expense experience, high claims and expense ratios, unexpected expenses and poor risk control, poor investment returns relative to the market, and weak monitoring of the drivers of the financial experience by the insurer. The supervisor could take the following actions if they identify weaknesses in the insurer's financial experience. Investigate the reasons for adverse claims, expense, and investment experience. Investigate the actual versus expected claims and expenses compared to the assumptions from the pricing of the product, and instruct the insurer to implement risk mitigation techniques to manage adverse experience. Please give more suggestions on possible warning indicators and interventions for financial experience in the forum.